All right, guys, what is up? Today is the day. UFC 330, Makhachev versus Machado. Garry, I am really excited for this fight. This is a pretty big fight for Ian Garry. Not as big of a fight for Islam, in my opinion. I'm not a big Ian Garry fan, especially after listening to him talk. But I think, okay, if I had to lay it out right now, I think Islam Makhachev is going to get it done by the second or third round submission via arm triangle or Darce choke. He's very good at both of those submissions, and Ian is longer and lankier, and I think once Islam gets him down, I don't think Ian's going to be able to get back up. I think a lot of people underestimate the wrestling of Islam until they get in there with him and they're like, So the person that has done the best with his wrestling really was Volkanovski. And if you look at Volkanovski's size versus Ian Garry, he's a lot smaller, shorter limbs, shorter legs. It's easier to get up when you're smaller. When your legs are shorter, it's easier to get up and get out of wrestling. When you're longer and lankier, there's more to hold on to. There's more surface area. You got a longer way to get up. I don't think he's going to be able to get up. He might surprise me, but a lot of people are going for Ian Garry here. And, Islam's got a 16-fight win streak, I believe. So he's tied with Anderson Silva right now. If he wins this, he'll have the longest win streak in UFC history. I think he's going to win, man, and I'm kind of changing the beat of my drum here because now I don't have anything against Islam. I actually do enjoy watching him fight. I think he's been a part of some huge fights, and he's a big star, and he's a great star. But I have bet against him in the past just because you kind of want to see somebody lose. Like you're just waiting for them to lose at some point. I kind of felt that way with Khabib. Even though I like Khabib, you're kind of just waiting on him to lose just to see him lose. Not anymore, man. I'm going for Islam. I don't want to see Islam lose. I like Islam, man. He's funny. His interviews are funny. He's really good in the octagon. And I want to see him beat Ian, and I think he will beat Ian Garry tonight. And I think it'll be second or third round, Darce choke or arm triangle, one of the two. That is my firm belief of what is going to happen tonight and also what I want to happen. Now, if we go on from the Ian Garry fight, the co-main is the women's strawweight title fight between Dern and Jillian Robertson. Now, I watched Dern's last couple fights. To me, they were not all that. I'm not truly familiar with Jillian Robertson, so I'm not going to act like I know what's going to happen here. I don't. I can honestly say, though, I want Jillian Robertson to win, and I think she will. I think she has the women's record for for submissions in the UFC, I believe. And after looking at her record, she hasn't got a submission in 3 years. She's had TKOs and decisions. So, and Mackenzie does have a good record in like jiu-jitsu. So I think it'll be interesting as far as ground game and submission. I think on the feet, just from watching Mackenzie Dern's latest fights, I think Mackenzie can do well on the feet. But I think if Jillian does take her down and go for a submission game or she gets on top, I don't think there's a whole lot Mackenzie's going to do. So just going off of looking at Jillian Robertson's record, who she fought, she has wins over people that Mackenzie has lost to in the last couple years. So you kind of do MMA math. Jillian should kind of win. But I'm going to go Jillian. Either like ground and pound stoppage or submission. I don't know how long it's going to go. But it's gonna finish either ground and pound. Get where y'all can see it. Either ground and pound or submission, one of the two. I see it going in Jillian Robertson's favor. And like I said, I've watched Mackenzie Dern's last couple fights, but Jillian, I kind of just went over her record and seen how active she's been, what she's been doing. And her record looks pretty good, man. She's on a longer win streak than Mackenzie, so she's got a little more momentum technically. So I'm going to go for Jillian. And, man, to be honest with you, I'm not truly familiar with many of these other fighters. And I hate to say that, but I'm not familiar with a lot of these other fighters. I mean, I know Jalen Turner. I know Edson Barboza, Charles Johnson, Neil Magny. Yeah, so I'm not super familiar with most people on the card. I hate to say that, but I am really into the main event, and I'm kind of into the co-main event at this point. I kind of want to see what the women got in store for us today. So nothing crazy in this video. I just wanted to get on here and make my predictions before the fight actually happens, because after I see what happens, I want to know how I did on my predictions. So, but this is tonight. I'm going to get this video up as soon as I can. And we're going to see what happens between Islam Makhachev and Ian Machado Garry. Ian Garry has, in my opinion, been ruining his name from running his fucking mouth on the internet, interviews, press conference. Just terrible. The dude is the definition of cringe, if you ask me. And I think it's going to be a disaster if he beats Makhachev. I don't think he will. Now, watch the one time that I say I want Islam to win, he doesn't win. That would be fucked up. That'd be fucked up. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to put that out in the universe. We're going to say that Islam is going to win because he is just better. So we're going to leave it there. Ian Garry needs to shut up, stop talking, and just fight. But, yeah, we're going to leave it there. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow after I watch this fight tonight. So I'm going to let y'all have it right there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.